Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel, Cosmic Insight Astrology. I am your co-pilot, Krisztina. If you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and comment below because of with your comments, the algorithm going to recognize me, and then I will be capable to bring more content for you later on, which I hope it's valuable because I'm trying to actually break down my podcast for each individual area of our lives. And usually I start with a quote. If you don't know me, after I'm talking about the archetype of the energy and the aspects itself, the planets, and which sign is it taking place in. So I'm talking about the Gemini archetype today because today we're going to talk about Jupiter, Mars, and Rigel conjunction in Gemini, which is going to take place August 14th, and it's going to be 16 degrees and 40 minutes. So, and then I'm going to talk about on the collective, the effect on the collective, what kind of possible way can it fold out for us. And also, I'm going to talk about each individual signs. So let's see what's gonna go on for you guys. And we're going to start with some quotes. And I do think opportunity dancing with those already on the dance floor. So, I think it is a great quote which going to blend the expansive and adventurous spirit of Jupiter with the action-oriented Mars. And Mars is really, really communicative in Gemini right now. It embodies new ideas, seizing the opportunities, and boldness to take action, active engagement. However, I wanted to bring on a quote from two famous people. One of them was Chris Grosser: opportunities don't happen, you create them, remember. And the other one is Virgil, which says, fortunate favors the bold. So it's representing don't sit back, take actions right now. Jupiter Mars could turn out to be really, really great for us. We can be a little bit over ambitious or overconfident, so we will need to be careful with that, right? And usually I give you a little bit of historical content. So last time when Jupiter and Mars conjuncted in Gemini, it was 1989, March, middle of March. What's happened during that time? It was end of the Cold War. So first of all, the Berlin Wall fall in November 9th, 1989. So but before they started to protest in Germany, right? And the protest started actually end of February and in March, which is this Jupiter and Mars conjunction in Gemini. So during this Cold War and the end of the Cold War, we had not just the Berlin Wall fall, but also countries, Eastern European countries, like Poland, my country, Hungary, Czechoslovakia back then, because it was Czechoslovakia, Slovakia and Czech Republic was joined together. They saw the rise of a democratic movement and the fall of the communist regime. So we get rid of Russia, the Soviet Union, thanks God. And then what else happened? We had some kind of technological advancement. We had actually the World Wide Web, which is like, Tim Berners in 1989 laid the foundation for the internet revolution that transformed global communication and information sharing. So this time they made possible for, the general publics to be accessible, the computers and internet. And then we also had the Soviet-Afghan war, which was actually completed because of it was the withdrawal of the Soviet troops from Afghanistan. And it was actually end of February already, but because of the conjunction happened in March, middle of March, then before 6 weeks, it's already started to show in the world. So then the Soviet troops get out from Afghanistan. And, you know, they had decade-long conflicts during that time. So it was a big deal. The Berlin Wall was a big deal, and the protest there. You know, the Eastern European Revolution was a big deal. And we also had the China's Tiananmen Square protest. And it's actually happened in April 1989, but you know, it was a month later when the conjunction happened, and it's also released some kind of conflict. And it was the tension between the government, the Chinese government, and the people, the Chinese people. But, you know, that brought in some kind of democratic reform in China. And the other thing was we had an oil spill in Alaska, and that was the Exxon Valdez oil spill in March 24th, 2 weeks or not even a week after the conjunction. And that was like a terrible environmental impact. So, you know, a lot of fish died and animals died. It's decreased actually the salmons, and it was just terrible disaster during that time. But you know, it led actually to the environmentalist and environmental regulation. So actually it's increased environmental regulation. And what else I wanted to say? So that's the historical content over here. But, you know, we also have to talk about the degrees, because it's going to take on at 16 degrees, 40 minutes. So we're going to check on the Sabian symbol between 16 and 17 degrees. And the Sabian symbol over here, the head of a robust youth changes into that of a mature thinker. So what does it mean? Obviously, this is a major transformation. You know, someone who is silly, who is careless, a youth over here, to become mature and wise. So it is time for intellectual growth and integrating new perspective, perhaps. The second decan, it's going to bring in a Venusian energy, because you know, we have to check what is the second sign from Gemini, which is an air sign, and that's Libra, and it's ruled by Venus. So it's going to bring in and add a soft, peaceful energy to that intellectual Gemini. So people going to be beautifully polished and communicative and chatty and willing to listen and willing to talk to others. It's also going to be combining quick thinking and, you know, proactive approach to any kind of challenging in our life. The aspect what it's going to make, as you see that on the background, I put the chart on the background, and it's going to make Jupiter Mars going to conjunct, and it's going to conjunct with Rigel, which is a fixed star, and we're going to talk about the archetype here. But it's going to square Venus, and Venus is in Virgo in fall, and it's also going to square Saturn in Pisces. And the exact time when it's going to conjunct, it's going to oppose actually Sagittarius moon, and it's going to create a very unpleasant grand cross in the sky. And why? In heaven, we're going to experience this grand cross. We're also going to have a yod showing up, which is Pluto, Neptune is the sextile, and it's going to be the apex point of the yod finger of God is Mercury retrograde in Virgo. Mercury retrograde is in rulership, and you know, it's also actually what I forgot to talk about, Saturn, the asteroid. It's also going to conjunct with Mars and Jupiter and Rigel in heaven. So we're going to talk about the archetypes of those. Before, I already talked about Rigel multiple times, and I give a breakdown, so you can check those videos. So I'm going to be a little bit shorter with Rigel, Jupiter, Mars, and Gemini, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about the asteroid Phaethon. All right, guys, so who is Rigel? And the archetype, the mythology of Rigel. Rigel, the brightest star in the constellation Orion, represents Orion's left foot. Orion was a great hunter in Greek mythology, often described as a giant and strong warrior. Rigel symbolizes strength, resilience, and the ability to face challenges. And Rigel faces the challenges heads on. It's not waiting, very, very wise and smart. It is associated with leadership, protection, and bold, and also very bold energy, just like Mars, and ready to pursue goals. Who is Jupiter? Jupiter, in Roman mythology, but in Greek mythology, Jupiter is Zeus. Jupiter is king of the gods, representing expansion, wisdom, and authority. He's known for his thunderbolt and his role as a protector and lawgiver. Jupiter is, we call him because very generous. It's the riches, expansion, blessing. It is, Santa Claus or the fairy godfather for us. So Jupiter astrological influence is growth, prosperity, optimism, and pursuit, actually knowledge, and standing in the truth, no matter what. Who is Mars? Mars is Aries in Greek mythology, the god of war. Mars symbolizing aggression, courage, assertiveness, boldness, and bravery. He represents the drive to take action and achieve goals. The astrological influence for Mars is energy, ambition, conflict, and the power to overcome obstacles. It's driving you from within. Gemini, there, because it's going to take in places in Gemini 16 degrees. Gemini rules the third house. It's ruled by Mercury. The third house is representing sales, skill-based studies, anything study from preschool till end of high school. It is also craftsmanship, sales, vehicles, communication, your internet, workshops as well. And Gemini actually is represented by the twins, Castor and Pollux, known for their duality and their ability to rule both heaven and earth. Associated, as I said, with adaptability, intellect, wittiness, exchange ideas, the way we are process information, because it's ruled by Mercury. So, and right now we're going to talk about Phaethon asteroid and what is the mythological background over here. And I'm going to be a little bit, more detailed about this. So Phaethon is a figure from Greek mythology known for his tragic attempt to drive the chariot of the sun, a task that belonged to his father Helios. According to myth, Phaethon sought to prove this divine, task and ask his father for the privilege of guiding the sun across the sky. Despite Helios' warnings about the dangers, Phaethon insisted. Unable to control the powerful horses, he veered too close to the earth, causing actually scorching fires, and then too far away, leading to freezing condition. To prevent further disaster, Zeus struck him down with a thunderbolt, and Phaethon fell into the river. So what's happened over here? And, the astronomical characteristic, first of all, this is the asteroid 3200, and it was discovered October 11, 1983 by Simon Green and John Davis. And then The orbit of Saturn is, first of all, the diameter is only 5.1 kilometer, and it is small, right? And the orbit, I'm not sure about the orbit because I didn't find the information here, but I might going to find it during the analysis, and then I can come back over here. So what is the astrological significance of this asteroid? Ambition, it's symbolizing ambition, risk-taking, just like Mars, you see, and just like Rigel as well. And the consequences of overreaching or failing, even with warnings. You know, the father warned him, and anyway, he insisted. So the placement in natal chart can indicate areas where you, me, and any other individual going to experience some kind of intense destructive energy, some kind of drive for achievement and recognition, but it could become a failure. So overreaching, over-ambition, just like exactly the Jupiter-Mars conjunction, it is also overreaching and overachievement as well, you know, that is also Phantom as well. And, you know, also father issues, because it's the rebel doesn't listen to the father. Transformation through crisis, because of failures, and after that, you know, you need to rise and you need to reassess your life. So that is the asteroid Phantom, and it is actually conjunct with Rigel and conjunct with Mars and Jupiter during this time. So let me see what let's talk about what Jupiter-Mars conjunction in Gemini associated with in general. So anything to do with heated conversation, debates, dynamic communication, you know, we're going to have a lot more debates in politics. We still have a lot of country who is waiting for the votes. So mental agility, open-mindedness, and heated debates, exchanging ideas. You know, it could be also turn out to be fights, verbal conflict during this time. Somebody cannot admit to be wrong, or even if the person is right, sometimes to be right or to have peace, it's two different things over here. And sometimes you just need to find peace, and not necessarily, because people are not necessarily ready for the truth. And I often say to my boys, you cannot talk, butterfly language to a caterpillar. So people who doesn't understand you have no capability to understand the information you provide. Obviously, it could bring in some kind of conflict. So yeah, that's what it is in Gemini. But you know, you can be witty and not just witty, but you know, sarcastic. It brings in sarcasm as well. So for the collective, what could happen for us during this conjunction and the squares, including the Grand Cross in it? So weather-related, a tech company unveils an AI-powered weather prediction system that drastically improves forecast accuracy. I told you guys, Gemini is wind. Uranus gonna also step into Gemini 2025, July 7th. And I already did the videos, and I'm going to actually post it soon. And it could bring in a lot of tornadoes, a lot of earthquake and hurricanes, especially because Saturn's still in Pisces and the North Node going to drop in Pisces, and it's going to be flash floods and a lot of hurricane and floods. But the technology, because of Pluto is in Aquarius, is going to help us to predict and improve the forecast. So we will be able to evacuate the area before. Unexpected lightning storms disrupts major cities, promoting advancement in urban weather preparedness. So that's what we were talking over here. You know, to when you predict, you can prevent. When you're ready for it. So that's what I'm doing over here. I'm trying to predict the future events. So you can get ready. I prepare you. So if it is a storm, a snowstorm coming, then you are getting the snow gears and you're not going to die frozen, right? What about education? Well, Global Digital University is going to launch, offering free courses in multiple languages, and groundbreaking study reveals the cognitive benefits of bilingual education. So we're going to actually, um, trying to implement language study in each individual school. And I always told that to the boys, my children they are bilingual, but Martin speaks 3 languages. And since then, he's capable to very easily picks up Hebrew, Korean, and everything Russian. Right now, he started to study a lot of languages because I offered him 3 languages at the beginning. So definitely it is going to be really good for the way they process information. They're going to be smarter. Bilingual children are smarter, and it's going to be accessible for students in worldwide. And also we're going to emphasize on STEM education, science, mathematics, those kind of education. So the other thing is the geopolitical era. We're going to need to look into the war peace negotiation here. And most likely, because, if you remember the historical content I talked about, the Soviet Union get out from the Eastern European countries, Berlin Wall fall. So some kind of historic peace talk going to lead to agreement between 2 long-standing, countries, whatever it was, Palestine or Israel or Russia or Ukraine or Taiwan or China or whatever it is, Syria. But it's going to be mediated by a neutral country. So if you have seen the interview with Tucker Carlson and Putin, Putin said over there they tried to negotiate with Ukraine and create peace in Turkey. But then the US get into the negotiation and they seized the peace. So something about that could happen, and finally we will achieve some kind of peace over here. Also, there will be a lot more protest and demonstration, and it's going to be worldwide. And we're going to demand, not only democracy, but also peace on Earth, and increase global collaboration on technological and scientific advancement, fostering more interconnected world. So it could be new platforms rising, like YouTube channel or Facebook, like-minded people going to be capable to connect. Politically, a new charismatic leader could actually rise and change the freedom of speech and press. Also, there are going to be more debates and more protests, and more public disclosure for sure. It could be also very, very bold and aggressive policy reform coming from the leaders. They're going to try to aim to address social and economic equalities. And health sphere, what could happen in health sphere? Gemini, anything to do with the capability to understand information, right? Uranus gonna deep in there, but actually what's gonna go on right now, we're going to have some kind of new neurological research, which is going to be revolutionary in the treatment of dementia or Alzheimer or ALS or Parkinson. And we're also going to promote mental health. and psychological well-being as well. And they're going to campaign promoting the benefits of physical activity, because Mars is involved over here, and healthy living, and how important it is for your spiritual well-being and psychological well-being as well. In finances, anything to do with technology stocks, it could actually increase, and especially which rules communication. So ChatGPT, quantum AI, anything to do with, quantum, more ChatGPT going to come up. Technology in general could be because of Gemini, is anything to do with computers. And if you remember, in 1989, we had more accessibility to the softwares and to computers, the general public. So I would say maybe the internet going to become free, or we don't need to pay for it, or then they're just going to teach technology in school, but it's going to be very intense with the new AI. Oh, for example, artificial intelligence, but not VRs, new VRs are coming in, or new VR games coming out. And you will feel like you are living your life in illusion and reality, and it's going to merge together somehow. So it's not necessarily good, because of, it could be very intense, and it could confuse children for sure. We're going to focus on renewable energy. So because it's Mars, anything to do with solar or wind energy, because it's in Gemini, and Gemini rules wind. So anything to do with solar and wind energy, we're going to make sure we are using sustainable energies, and we're going to reduce the carbon footprints. And the transportation system also, right now I was reading, I told you guys that it's going to be cars which is going to actually work with water or hydrogen, and right now they are going to be more public for the regular people, the hydrogen cars. So it will be really good, but also it could be something to do with, some kind of new cars coming out. Probably Elon Musk is coming up with some kind of new, sustainable transportation system, probably. Also we were quantum AI I was talking about, but quantum computing, it is a breakthrough over there. It is, advancement in these areas. For example, a rise of smart cities. We're going to be integrate advanced technologies to improve urban living conditions. I told you guys, this is going to be great to create compassion and have more cities, and the top of the skyscrapers. We're going to have urban villages, or actually we're going to have plant food, but in hydroponic gardens. So this is the time right now when everything is changing, and we're going to use our brain, because thanks God Uranus is going to Gemini. So there will be a lot of amazing scientists, Nobel Prize achievements in science, in technology, which is going to help our life if we're going to use it on the right way, because otherwise it can turn against us, right? Yeah, so let's talk about then each individual signs, and I'm going to try again to change the background like last time, and then you're going to be able to see that right away. So I'm gonna try to find Aries over here, and let me see if I find Aries. Yes, here. And I change the background, and then whenever I change the background, you're going to see yourself. So the sun for each of you, that's your father figure, your vitality, your career. The moon is your subconscious, your mother figure, your nurturing nature, your emotions, your family, the root of the family, living situation, and the rising sign is all about you. So please listen for each, like rising sun and moon, because then you're going to get a holistic view about yourself, what's going to happen for you with that Mars, Jupiter, Rigel, and Phantom conjunction and squaring to Venus and Saturn. So that's very important, guys. So Aries rising, sun and moon, it's going to happen in your third house. We were talking about that. Third house, anything to do with communication, local community, siblings, and short trips, anything to do with crafts and skill-based studies. And also, those is relatives like nephews and uncles over here. So you could actually get into an intense debate. Engaging in heated debate with a neighbor or a sibling, possibly over misunderstanding, because remember, Mercury is in retrograde. The beginning, I told you guys, Mercury is the apex point of the yard between Neptune and Pluto. And you can also have some kind of vehicle issue, experience some kind of issue with your vehicle, which going to require some kind of repair or maintenance. If you are in a community project, you might going to face some kind of challenges over here because it's square Saturn and Venus, some kind of tension with a neighbor or someone who is working with you in the community, which you're going to need to solve later on. If you are taking courses, anything to do with study, you might have to adjust your time because you don't have time to take the license or do the exam, and you're struggling with that a little bit. Technological failures, breaking of computer or your phone could or even your photography, your lenses could break, or your camera as well. So if you have any fight with your sibling, just withdraw yourself and, like don't engage into fight right now. And you can have actually the sibling rivalry because of shared resources or responsibilities, or maybe even about inheritance. If you are writing something like a book, there could be some kind of issue with the project right now, which is going to bring in delay. And you need to rethink your approach, how you go, or, you can have some kind of issue with your publisher or ghostwriter. They are not doing what you ask them to do. And you are also capable to go to short trips, but on the short trips, you can have some kind of disruption right now. Maybe you need to, you went for a car trip somehow, and like you need to readjust right now the road because of there is protest on the road, something like that. Public speaking, engagement in public speaking. But it could bring some kind of anxiety. Maybe you don't like to talk in front of people, or maybe people just wants to misunderstand what you are saying. But definitely you're going to come up with a lot of new ideas, and those are going to be innovative and helping you to solve communication problems. You're also going to improve the way you are using technology in your life. Maybe you learn how to use AI. And you can actually get into a leadership in a community project. So previously the issue could rise from because they want you to be the leader and some doesn't. And also you're going to get more inspiration. You're going to brainstorm and more inspiration, maybe to do a open mic night somewhere to be witty and stand-up comedy or writing stand-up comedy. So those could be really, really good for you. And you're willing to open up communication with your neighbor and siblings to solve the issues there. If you invested anything like softwares or computers or cryptocurrency, you will need to readjust right now your investment for sure. But you know, you are successful in it because you are mastering new skills and actually you resolving anything which is bringing tension in your life. So you're good about that. I'm not scared for you, Aries, rising, sun, and moon. Okay, let's see, and let's change this for Taurus. Choose virtual background, and we're gonna go to Taurus. Here it is, guys, and I'm gonna start to talk about you, Taurus, rising, sun, and moon. It's going to happen in your second house. So finances, personal resources, and values. Okay, let me drink, because I talk a lot. So what could happen for you, Taurus, is unexpected expenses, and it can strain your finances. You know, like right now you really have to try to have a saving account, or you know, you not spend money like crazy, because Jupiter and Mars could be like so bored, I don't even see, I'm going to use all my credit cards and max it out. You're also going to be capable to discover new investment opportunities, get some kind of rise. You know, like you're going to ask for actually a raise during this time. But you know, anything to do with investment could promise long-term growth for you. Definitely you're going to experience changes in your income, but you have to be careful with your financial planning. I always say don't put all your egg in one basket, right? Personal values, there is some changes over here. You're going to be more optimistic, more self-confidence for sure. You're going to create a manageable budget for yourself and using your resources. You know, you might going to use your resources to the max, as I said, but also you are capable to utilize your personal resources as well, or invest in education, for example, and licensing, which is later on going to increase your finances and going to give you financial stability as well. You are capable to set new financial goals and also achieve them. Mars is very bold, so it's going to achieve it. But for example, because of it's in your second house, and we always check the axis, and the axis is the eighth house, you might going to actually pay off debts, reduce debt, or because of Jupiter is a blessing, so you can have a debt relief, or they going to actually lose your mortgage, the bank, and you don't have to pay it off, or something with studying. All right, what else could happen over here? You can have some kind of great financial partnership, and you can have some alliances here, going to business with a friend or a neighbor. What else? Let me brainstorm a little bit. Well, if you have new investment ventures, you're definitely going to increase your finances and your income. So you're going to create luxury and comfort in your life. Here, wisdom better than smart. Don't forget, guys. So do it wisely, invest wisely. And you know, you can actually find out you have a gift, a talent, but you can actually explore right now, and it could also bring in financial values. All right, let me see, and we're going to change that for Geminis and choose virtual background, and we're gonna go here to you, Gemini rising, sun and moon. Let me see, where is it going to take place? So if Taurus is second, okay, Gemini rising, sun and moon. Oh yes, it's in Gemini, so it's in your first house, right? First house, anything to do with self, identity, appearance, the way you represent yourself and your business to the public. So there is a major personal transformation going on. You undergo significant personal transformation that impacts your identity. Also, you're going to focus on your health, improving your physical health and well-being, and also spiritual well-being as well. You can change your appearance, like, for example, have a short haircut or anything, lose weight, which is going to boost your confidence, muscle up, something like that. And the way you're going to express yourself, you're going to stay true to yourself. You're going to become bold and assertive in communication and stay authentic. Definitely, as I said, it is your values are changing, confidence. Because of the self-improvement, you are going through a huge change, maybe getting some kind of elective surgery, and it's going to boost your confidence and energy as well. If you had some kind of identity crisis before, right now it's over, it's done. You woke up, you're going to have greater self-awareness as well. And you're going to go and engage in activities that promote personal growth and development. You're going to address how you are perceived by others and making adjustments. You're not going to think like they are critical. You're going to listen and make the change. If you have any kind of health challenge, you overcome that right now and make your life easier because you are prioritizing your self-care and your self-routine, and that is going to improve your overall well-being. So anything to do with self-discovery, anything to find a talent, to have a new personality, a new identity, perhaps some of you. You can also enhance your public image right now as well. You can have new fitness goals during this time, set new health and fitness goals as well. If you have a brand, anything, a business, you can develop some kind of new brand, new personal brand, which is really reflecting your values, your morals, and your true self. What else? Exploring different aspects, for example, which is really resonates with you right now. Yeah, I think that's what it is, guys. A major change. All right, let's move forward, and we're going to go for Cancer rising, sun and moon, and we're going to choose a virtual background for Cancer rising, sun and moon. Where are you, Cancers? Here. Okay, so it's going to happen in your 12th house, Cancers. The 12th house is anything to do with your subconscious hidden matters, with your spirituality. So it's a spiritual awakening, experiencing a profound spiritual awakening that impacts your worldview. Discovering hidden talents and abilities, actually get rid of some kind of gossiper or hidden enemies right now. You can focus on improving your mental health and well-being, getting rid of addiction, going to retreat center or addictology, and just giving up self-sabotaging behavior. You're also going to incorporate new spiritual practice into your daily life. If you had some kind of fears or hidden traumas, it is good actually to heal those traumas right now, get a psychologist. You can going through a period of, isolation because of self-reflection and growth right now, but isolation because you're going to go to a retreat or an addiction center and getting rid of self-sabotaging friends and behavior. You can get a lot of intuitive insight during dreams, lucid dreams. you know, like downloading Akashic record. You can also uncover and resolve some kind of hidden issues that was impacting your life. Anything you can have right now coming up, a hidden sibling, you know, you didn't know about that, or you know, like an uncle or aunt going to leave an inheritance, but you didn't even know you had uncle and aunt in a foreign country. Dream analysis. So you can have actually a dream journal, start a dream journal, because it's going to help you with your solving conflicts as well. And you're going to definitely prioritize mental wellness and self-care right now. You can explore different kind of meditations, breathing technique, any kind of holistic healing right now. You're definitely going to have a guidance. It could be some kind of, you meet your you know, like spiritual guide during meditation, something like that, mental breakthrough for sure. And it's all going to lead to personal growth. If you would like to actually take a job at hospice, hospitality, as a nurse, in jail, orphanage, anything, opening boutique hotel, start a business with medical marijuana or psychedelic mushroom, things like that, pharmaceuticals, it could be a breakthrough for you. All right, guys, let's see and change the background for Leos. Where are my Leos? Here is my Leo friends. It's going to happen in your 11th house. So that is friendship, social network, aspiration, gain from career, you know, anything to do with luck also, and also to do, you know, gaining money and promotion. Yes, that's what I wanted to. Sometimes I forget words. So what's happening for you? So you're going to be managing conflicts in your social circle. Friends going to fight, and you're going to be the mediator. You're also going to improve and increase involvement in community activities or any kind of organization, but it's going to be something with higher society. You're going to get clients from higher society, which is going to help you financially. People, friends wants to help you to succeed. You're going to have and work towards to new aspirational goals. That is also like you are networking and attending a lot of important social events during this time. You can actually participate in group project, anything what require teamwork and collaboration. Also, if you are ready, you can have some kind of new meaningful friendship, something with like-minded people. Or also, you can actually address the conflict online. If you are being trolled in YouTube or whatever, you are going to manage your social media well, and you are capable to actually address any kind of conflict over here. You can discover new networking opportunities, anything what is going to benefit personally you and your professional life as well. You can open up actually a non-profit organization business. And also you are capable to take leadership role within a community or social group as well. Yes, so your dreams are rapidly coming and through right now, and friends are willing to help you. Friends are willing to promote you. So this is good. And all the event that you're going to go on, they are ready to take on to your leadership. So it's going to lead you to success through networking, of course, and through your social connecting as well. So the community project going to impact you positively, impact your life positively. Yeah, so that's what's going to happen for you. And, you know, you can strengthen bonds with friends through, you know, shared experiences. All right, let's change it for Virgo rising, sun and moon. Choose virtual background. Where are you, Virgos? Virgo is here. Okay, so what's going to happen for you, Virgos? It's going to happen in your 10th house. 10th house, anything to do with your career, public image, reputation, honor, recognition, right? So career advancement, new opportunities in your career, which is going to help you to grow. Facing challenges in the workplace, possible, but then you're going to have some kind of innovative solution, and that's why you're going to get onto a leadership position. Your public image going to be really, really important, and reputation, and you have to stand up for yourself. So you need to put some kind of effort in your professional life to do that. So you're going to achieve new career goals, and you're going to have a lot of new aspiration. Right now, you can manage conflict with colleagues or superiors, bosses right now. You can build valuable professional networks and connection during this time. If you would like to make a career change, considering to make, because Mercury is in retrograde, wait until it's going to go direct and the square is over with Venus. But otherwise, you can do that because it's going to help you to escalate something in your profession, and professional achievement is possible during this time and after Mercury goes direct. Anything with a new project which is leading actually to succeed in your career, to learn a new skills, get a license, get a doctorate, going to TED Talk, red carpet. You're going to definitely strive for better work and life balance right now because it's opposing the moon. So you have to be at home also at one point, and you're going to strive for that. You definitely going to work on your professional image. Maybe you have to have some kind of professional photography, or go for skill-based study how to speak in public and engaging with the public, and to get over with that kind of obstacles, like you have a fear of public speaking, for example. All right, so let's see right now, changing, and we're going to go to Libra rising, sun and moon, if I find Libras here, and I hope I do. Scorpio, Taurus, Libra. All right, guys, what's going to happen for you? So it's going to happen in your 9th house, Libras, and it's higher education, travel, philosophy. It is podcasting, publishing, anything to do with foreign matters, passport and citizenship, and your older siblings and long distance traveling. So enrolling in higher education courses, like get a doctorate or university program, it's possible. Exploring new travel opportunities for personal and professional growth also possible. You're going to engage in new philosophical and spiritual exploration right now. You can actually also immersing in new cultural experiencing and learn a new language, actually move abroad or teach abroad. If you face challenging time right now in academy, it's going to require a lot of work and some kind of innovative solution. Think outside of the box right now. Making significant travel plans are possible, for professional reasons, but wait until Mercury goes direct. And you're also going to gain some new philosophical insight that impact worldview for you. Anything to do with new spirituality or religion as well. You're going to have and develop a deeper understanding in other cultures as well. You can achieve success in language learning, anything to do with educational field or academic. Also, you can become a spiritual leader because of it, or you can start a YouTube podcast. You can start to publish your books, but wait until Mercury goes direct, because there could be some kind of delay over here with Mercury being in retrograde. But publishing, YouTubing, podcasting is possible. You can apply for a passport, but also you can get some delay in long distance traveling. Maybe your passport is expired, so you will need to be careful with that. Okay. All right, let me see. Scorpio rising, sun and moon. We are changing your background here for Scorpio. it's going to happen in your house of 8th house, which is transformation, shared resources, intimacy, psychology. It is taboos, anything to do with sex, death, anything to do with abortion, anything to do with miscarriage, anything to do with, prenups, surgeries, things like that. So experience significant changes in shared finances or investment. Also, you're going to manage the challenges in an intimate relationship as well. You can hire a sex therapist. You can focus on reducing your debt or get a better financial aid or get something, sign a good prenup, for example. It could bring in some kind of miscarriage or some kind of issue with abortion here, because that is a grand cross, so you will need to look out for that. Emotional healing is possible, and it's going to actually transform you. You're healing some kind of childhood trauma, and it could have been some kind of sexual trauma or financial trauma as well. It could be some kind of a situation with shared resources, as I said, prenup, tax, anything to do with your husband, wife assets, and you're going to have to come up with an innovative solution here. You have to trust again in your relationship and deepen that through intimacy. It could create some kind of hot sex with your partner, but don't cheat, because it could also indicate some kind of cheating here. You can actually make significant progress to reduce your debt, or the mortgage, change the mortgage on your house, and it could actually decrease. You can invest in stock or learn how to invest in stock, or a stock going to pay off for you, which is either Gemini related, so educational, Jupiter related, which is index or interest, or anything to do with Mars, which is metals, right? But definitely during this time, you're going to go through transformation, which is going to bring in major healing and emotional growth. But first, you might going to get hurt a little bit here, emotionally. All right, let me see my Sagittarius friends, because I have a Sagittarius rising. I'm going to choose our background here. Where are we? Sag. Here. So what's going to happen for us? It's going to influence our 7th house. 7th house is legal matters, partnership, relationship, contracts, mediation. And also it is your followers if you have a YouTube channel. So it could bring in a lot of subscriber, follower. It could bring in some kind of issues with your personal relationship with your husband and wife. Maybe you're going to focus on your work, how to influence people, and you're not going to have enough time for your loved ones. But you also, it's helping you to form new partnership and alliances, have a contract sign, a negotiation, which is going to grow for you in the future. And it's going through like amazing development with this partnership. And also, if you would like to, you can actually improve your partnership dynamic in your marriage with, intimacy, because Jupiter and Mars could be intimacy. It could bring in what is that? A marriage or an engagement for you guys. But definitely achieving success through some kind of collaboration. Your relationship going to develop, and it's going to become more meaningful and deeper as well. And your professional relationship as well. And you will have new contract opportunities. If you have any kind of mediation or any kind of legal matters, it's going to turn for your favor. Because you're going to try to foster harmony and understanding, and with your business partner and in your relationship as well. Yes, so it could finalize some kind of contract, which is going to be very successful in the future for you. What else could happen over here? You are actually capable to build something towards some kind of, your success is going to build a harmonious opportunity to buy your dream house also. So it could be really good for you guys. All right, Capricorn, rising sun and moon, we're going to choose most ready guys. So Capricorn rising sun and moon is going to happen in your sixth house, which is health, work, daily routine, anything to do with rental properties and pets as well. So you're going to prioritize right now on your well-being and health. You're going to implement holistic healing. If you face challenges at your workplace, you're going to require innovative solution and think out of the box. You can establish and maintain some kind of effective new regime, new workout in your daily routine, manage your hours and time better. You can make significant improvement in your health and fitness. So if you have some kind of issue at your work, you are capable to actually manage that conflict between you and an employee very well. And also, you're going to improve productivity because you adjust your time well at this moment. And, you're not going to be sick anymore. You are implementing some kind of holistic healing, and it's also going to improve your productivity. You're going to set new goals, and it's going to be at work and also fitness goals as well. And you're going to easily achieve those. So you can actually have a small animal, adopt an animal, buy an animal right now. You can buy a real estate, but it's going to be some kind of rental property, have a new tenant or have a new roommate right now, and it's going to be successful collaboration between them and you. So if you would like to achieve more productivity at work, you might going to, have a gym at work or a meditation center or some kind of spiritual center where you can chant if you are a Buddhist or meditate there. Definitely you're going to strive a better work life for sure to balance that out. And you can take on to a leadership role in your work, at your work. Maybe you are working in groups, but you need a leader, you need someone like a manager over there, and you're going to get that job for sure. So definitely workout is very important because that's going to help you with anger management, and it's going to help you with communication also. And the way you communicate, you're going to be more bold, take more actions right now at work as well, which is going to lead to success later on, and it's going to establish success for you. All right, Aquarius rising sun and moon. We're going to have Aquarius here. It's going to happen in your fifth house. Fifth house, anything to do with creative project, children, romance, investment, luck, lottery winning. So you might going to win the lottery, some of you. You can engage in new, exciting, creative project as well. You can have a new baby. Also, you can manage any kind of challenges related to your children or parenting right now. You can discover some kind of new romantic opportunities, start to date or deepening your existing relationship at this moment. But definitely you're going to experience growth in your creative fields, anything to do with managers or like having a manager right now. Or you going to manage a client right now. Anything to do with children-related activities and project could come to achieve success right now. You will feel proud about your child. And if you have a romantic relationship, it could have a lot of hot steam, sexual, intimate time together right now. You're going to be very inspired and start some kind of new creative project, maybe lyrics writing, singing, those kind of writing a book, doing some kind of jewelry, something to do with recreational sport also. Or child activities as well, or maybe you're going to open a camp for your children because you can afford it, or buy maybe a stadium, something like that. And also, what else? You can have some kind of showcase. If you did photography or, like for example, you are painting right now, you can have a showcase during this time. Record label studio could actually discover you, and you can become famous during this time. Investment is really good during this time, but please don't put all your egg in one basket, because, you know, we have a grand cross in the sky anyway, so just be careful. But investment, learning investment, how to invest, it could be really good. All right, guys, and last, my fellow Piscean. All right, I'm very tired already, but let's go with us. Pisces, rising sun and moon. My sun sign is Pisces, but you know, I told you at the beginning, the sun sign is your vitality and career, moon is your family. So it's going to happen actually in your fourth house. And fourth house, anything to do with your roots, with your family, with your living situation, with your real estate, home, and emotional foundation. Fourth house also representing endings and funerals as well. So what's going to happen over here? We're going to have some kind of change in our family dynamic. You know, we can undertake some kind of improvement in home projects. So redesign your house, or you know, maybe just you know, build an additional room to the house. Also, we are capable to focus on emotional healing and well-being, and actually provide healing for our family member as well. You can also receive some kind of support from family members. Maybe a mother, father figure are capable to help you with the down payment for your house. You definitely want to create harmonious and creative home environment and peaceful home environment for your children. You might going to, you know, if you didn't talk to your child or have some kind of issue with it, right now you're going to have peace between you, because you're going to have and go through some kind of emotional growth for sure. You can overcome any kind of challenges related to home and living arrangements as well. So find a new home, you know, maybe rent a new home, or just sell your property with major profits on it as well. Then you can also achieve some kind of, if you would like to buy new furniture, if you would like to paint your house, if you would like to receive emotional support, or maybe give to the loved ones, you can be there for them right now. You can find out like your biological father is not your biological father, or if you are adopted, you can find your biological family during this time. You are capable to take on to a real estate license and actually, you know, like sell properties right now during this time. Yeah, definitely anything to do with home improvements could be really, really good. You are going to be resilient and build strong emotional foundation with your children, with your husband, wife, and family members as well. So this is great for you, Pisces, as well. All right, guys, if you loved my videos, please like, subscribe, and comment below. You know the drill. I really appreciate you guys to being here with me, and soon a lot of surprises about me coming end of August. Just bear with it and stay with me. Thank you so much to being here for me. Bye for now.